Weapons is one of the best films I've seen this year. It's directed by Zach Krieger, who directed The Magnificent Barbarian. Weapons starts with a very simple premise. One night at about 2:17 a.m., all the children of one teacher's elementary school just leave their homes and disappear in the night. The film then cuts a few months later where the town is still reeling over this, and the children have still not been found and there are no solid leads. This is one of those films where it follows a certain character, tells part of their story, and then jumps to another character. It kind of feels like an anthology film that way. And it's up to the viewer to discover the clues that lead to who is behind this, and this is one of those films that definitely rewards you for paying attention. In fact, the film gets so caught up in the characters on the first hour of the film, you actually forget what this film is about. One of the characters that is given a lot of focus is the teacher of this class, played by Julia Garner, and the whole town thinks that she's responsible for this. Josh Brolin plays Archer, a father of one of the disappeared kids, and he grows understandably very obsessed in finding him. Weapons is one of those films that really draws you into the mystery, but it's also not one that gets disappointing when the actual mystery is revealed. I'm not going to talk about the why and how, but the film eventually works its way back to it. I will let you know that there are some supernatural elements at play in this film, and there isn't really a scene where the audience is told how this magic works, but it's just shown how it works, and this works in the film's favor. In a way, this film is like a jigsaw puzzle, and it spends a lot of necessary amount in its runtime doing all the edge pieces, and then it fills in the rest. I also want to let you know this is one of those films that gets really grotesque by the end, and even though there's a lot of jump scares, it does not rely on them to make its very unsettling tone. Now, before I saw this film, I had heard that it could be seen as a metaphor for school shootings. If it is, then it certainly doesn't preach it that hard. There is a shot in a dream sequence which has a gun in it, but that's really about it. About the only negative thing I can say about this film is when I thought about it afterward, I realized that the cops should have almost immediately realized who the perpetrator is. I know I have to suspend my disbelief for just watching this film. I guess I was willing to do it for that. Otherwise, 9 out of 10. See Weapons now. I was so glad that it dropped on HBO Max last weekend, just in time for Halloween.